Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's about Dean Shield, and today we're here with our second rebuild on the channel for Madden 22, the Chicago Bears. Basically, I'm not doing the Jags since my Jags are my franchise series team. That's basically the only reason. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn notifications, and let's get this thing started. So, main reason why we're rebuilding the Bears. Justin Fields is the QB, 74 overall, rookie at Ohio State, star better development. I believe it is star. So he should be very fun to rebuild in this franchise. He only has 62 awareness? Really? Interesting. We also have Andy Dalton, 33 years old. I'm going to try to trade him, especially since injuries are off. I just don't know what I can do it, but I don't want to pay Andy Dalton this contract. We're paying him $10 million, and it is only 1 year, but we're paying $10 million for just an alright backup QB. Probably a pretty good backup QB, but... And then we also have Nick Foles, also 32, just a little bit worse as our third string. And, how much are we paying him? We're paying him about 10 mil every year, putting about 9.5 mil every year for the next 2 years. We're paying these backup QBs lots of money who are never going to play with us. So if I can somehow package them and deal maybe alongside a guy like Tariq Cohen, the two QBs for something, I would be 100% down for that. But let's talk about the rest of the team. Allen Robinson, superstar dev, 28 years old, 90 overall, insane receiver. How much is he getting paid on the franchise tag? He's being paid 17 mil, almost 18 mil in the franchise tag, but we're going to try to re-sign him, and if we can't, we'll just franchise tag him again. Receiving core needs some work. Mooney's really good. Outside of that, Godwin, I mean, I'm a Texas fan, but you're 30 years old now. I'm telling you, we're not going to be competitive year number one. There's lots of old guys I want to trade. I just don't think they have any value. I guess Jimmy Graham can stay on the team for 1 year. What's his contract? Because I may end up cutting him next year if he has a contract longer than 1 year. Okay, he only has 1 year, 10 mil. I guess we'll keep him around then. O-line is decent. We got Tevin Jenkins, rookie out of Oklahoma, 70 overall, star better development. Should, at protecting the blind side, should be very good throughout this rebuild. Heading over to the defense D-lines, it's pretty nice. If we get some of these guys to develop, like Nicholas is only 24. Goldman, I know, is a little bit older, 27. He still has like 2 years to develop. Higgs is already at his max. We don't have any depth behind him, really, though. Johnson's very good. Different on this team. He's just old. There's lots of holes on this team right now. Eddie Jackson's obviously not one of them. Robert Quinn and Roquan Smith, Khalil Mack are both great. Khalil Mack is 30 years old, but he's an X factor. We're going to keep him probably here till he retires. If he retires before we win a Super Bowl. Gibson is going to have to go after this year. We just have no one to play behind him. Only reason why he's not going right now. So that's basically the team. Godwin's not going to be in my slot. That's not going to happen. We'll fix that in a bit. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go see about the Tariq Cohen, Andy Dalton, and Nick Foles trade. That is what I'm doing immediately. So let's see. I'll check back with you guys and tell you if I could make something happen. Okay, guys. So very interesting trade. We trade Tariq Cohen, Andy Dalton, and a third for next year to get Drew Lock and a second round pick for this year. Why would I trade for Drew Lock? You are probably asking yourself right now. I'm going to explain right now. Just the logic behind the trade. Drew Lock's 24 years old. He's young. So Drew Lock, I'm going to let develop for this next year behind Justin Fields, and then maybe during the draft. Maybe during the draft, if I need to move up, that's where Drew Lock comes to play. So I got Drew Lock because I thought he would be a good way to get a young QB, develop him for 1 year, trade him to move up in the draft for an extra draft pick, maybe even for a player. Whole reasoning behind trading for Drew Lock. Nick Foles, I feel like we'd been giving them a little bit too much if we gave them Nick Foles. So didn't want to do that. Sorry guys, I'm also still sick, but we decided to give him Andy Dalton. And we also got a second round pick. Probably going to be some good value of that second, especially since the Broncos are probably going to be really bad. It's probably going to be an early second round pick. So, I mean, I tried to get a first. I maybe could have gotten like a first if I would have taken Drew Lock out. But I tried Drew Lock in a first and didn't work, so I just went with Drew Lock and a second. That's kind of just what happened. I actually even tried to throw Jimmy Graham into a deal, tried him in that deal, and tried to see if any other team was interested. No one in the league is interested in Jimmy Graham. So, I tried. Our center situation is horrible. 64 overall. You know what? FD is going to play center. I just know he's just going to be better at the position. He's kind of like a 1 year center for us to fix the problem really quickly. See, now we have a 69 overall at center. He's 27. This guy's 25. Not too much of a difference. Okay, I think it's time to look into some free agents that we may want to pick up. So I am limiting myself to the free agents, of course. Don't worry. I don't want to go David DeCastro again, because that's kind of what I did for Jags franchise. Golden Tate could be a 1 year off receiver signing. I wouldn't mind bringing Golden Tate in. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring Golden Tate in for 1 year. Okay. Is there any one-off corner we can bring in? We're not going to do Richard Sherman for obvious reasons. It's just not going to happen. Not only in the game, but for realistic. Garrett Conley's young and 78 overall. You know what? Welcome to the team. He's probably our new number 3, number 4 corner. So now we can only bring one more guy in. And it's not going to be Trey Burton. Who do we bring in as our last one we're allowed to bring in? I think it's got to be between DeCastro and Schwartz. Schwartz is so good, but he's really only a 2 year option at most. Not that great for a rebuild. But if we can get this team to the Super Bowl fast, maybe? You know what? We'll go Mitchell Schwartz. Sign him to the team. So those were our 3 NFL free agent signings. I don't think none of them were crazy. Mooney's going to play over Golden Tate. Didn't even realize Golden Tate was higher overall than Mooney, but Mooney is going to play ahead of him. Golden Tate's just going to be a solid number 3 for us. We're going to have Wilkinson play center. So really the pointless move Idifi basically didn't make a difference. Like, it basically was like for nothing. I don't know why I kind of thought, I guess just, it wouldn't have been for nothing we didn't sign Schwartz, but we signed Schwartz, so I think this is going to be the team for year number 1. 80 overall team, not bad for year number 1 by any means of the imagination. Conley is our number 2 corner. He's actually going to be our number 3. Kind of similar thing, Golden Tate and Mooney. Just going to have Johnson play in front of him. And we want to switch slot receiver around and slot corner. Check out some schemes. And I think we're ready for year number 1. I definitely want Mooney in the slot. That's going to happen. Okay, I would be an idiot not to put Mooney in the slot. And I would also be an idiot not to put Jalen Johnson in the slot for cornerback. I would be an absolute idiot. And then at slot receiver, it's not going to be Justin Hardy, like our number 5 receiver. No, not even going to be Golden Tate. It's going to be Darnell Mooney. Makes the most sense. So let's just check out some schemes. I think we are going to run with Chicago playbooks, at least for year number 1, see how they work out. Madden 21, Chicago's offense was OP. Defense wasn't that great, so we'll see. Is Chicago offense still good or not? Is Chicago defense good this year? I don't know. That's what a lot of times I'm going to test out for year number 1. Just rock with the normal playbooks. And if they're horrible, I'll switch them to the playbooks I know are good. Cowboys playbooks seem pretty good, but we did assemble a good team. I know Chiefs offense, Panthers offense are both really good. I think Washington football team's defense is pretty good. Is it better to stick in the 3-4 or switch to a 4-3? I think it's better. Yeah, for now it's better to stick in this 3-4. So we're gonna stick in the 3-4. And now we're ready for year number 1. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the mid-season mark. Alright guys, at the mid-season mark, we're not that bad. We're 4-3. We have a shot at the playoffs. We really do. We're 4-3. Packers are ahead of us in the division at 5-2. How are these playbooks working out? We're mid in the pack of offense. So Chicago offense looks to be decent. Their defense looks to be really batty in this year, 23rd. We're not going to change it mid-season since we're doing so well, but I would say if we were like terrible, I would go ahead and change the defensive playbook. But we're not going to do that just for the fact that, I mean, we are winning games, so what players do we need to come back? Allen Robinson. I'm fine with paying him 4 years and a little bit extra money. Really good receiver. He's back. Hakeem Higgs, I'm going to actually wait on. Darren Williams, probably not going to come back. Trufant, probably even going to come back. Jimmy Graham's definitely not coming back to the team. Probably not coming back. James Daniels is absolutely coming back, our right guard. I want to sign him to a massive extension, a 5-year extension worth lots of money. And he's now back. Nicholas, absolutely coming back. He's very he's not cheap, but he's not expensive. Bump this up to 4 years, and he resigns. Mike Pennell's not coming back. That's all who we're gonna negotiate with right now. So yeah, guys, basically, who won? Robert Quinn, 6 tackles for loss and 3 sacks last week. Is he just doing insane in the simulation? How many sacks does he have on the year? Justin Fields looking like he's having a pretty good year. Allen Robinson looks like he's having a crazy year so far. How many sacks does Robert Quinn have? He only had a half a sack before that last game, okay? So he just randomly popped off. Okay. Yes, I'm going to do some staff trading, and then you guys will see me, you guys will see me at the, end of the season. And we made the playoffs, going 11-6, making the wild card, barely not winning the division. The Packers also went 11-6, so I guess they won the tiebreaker over us. Let's go. Making playoffs year number 1. Did not expect that coming into this rebuild. How did the playbooks perform? 11th best offense. Chicago, it may not be as OP. I don't know yet, but it was pretty good. Defense was 5th best. Chicago playbooks may be good this year. Justin Fields had 4,700 yards, 42 touchdowns, 14 picks. He threw quite a bit of picks, but he threw lots of touchdowns for lots of yards. Okay, I think the Bears playbook is still pretty good. We forgot to check Justin Fields' development. He's star dev, as we already knew. Montgomery had over 1,000 yards, 13 on the ground. Aaron Williams got involved a little bit. Justin Fields got involved as a runner. Allen Robinson, 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns. You weren't in the slot, were you? I'm pretty sure I had Mooney in the slot. How did Mooney do? Mooney, 801 yards, 9 touchdowns. Mooney still had a really good year. So that means Mooney probably did stay in the slot. Robinson was just unbelievable. Jimmy Graham was alright. He was actually pretty good. He had lots of yards. He just had no touchdowns. I mean, Golden Tate was a good one-year signing. Defensively, Roquan Smith leading the team in tackles in 139, 95 for Khalil Mack. Tackles for loss, 18 for Eddie Goldman, 16 for Akeem Hicks, 14 for Robert Quinn. So we got lots of tackles for loss as a team. Khalil Mack, 21 sacks. I think the NFL record's like 22? One from the NFL record? Jeez. Khalil Mack killed it. And then we had to drop down all the way to 7.5 for Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn kicked it up in the second half of the season. Akeem Hicks, 5.5. Eddie Goldman, 4.5. Hicks, 5 for Gibson. Surprising. 3 for Desmond Trufant. 3 for Eddie Jackson, 1 for Roquan Smith. Austin Calistro somehow got a sack, or not a sack, but an interception. Jordan Lucas got a sack, or interception. Jalen Johnson got one. Lots of picks. Did we get any pick sixes off of those? No. Unfortunately, no. Alvin Kamara wins MVP. Justin Fields, number 5 as a rookie. He had to win Offensive Player of the Year. There's no way he didn't. Coach of the Year, Matt Rule. We came in at number 4. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Alvin Kamara. Justin Fields, number 4. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Well deserved. No other Bears. Offensive of the Year, of course, Justin Fields after the year he had. Trey Lance was number 2. Defensive of the Year, Aziz Ojari. I can't speak today. No Bears. Wow, Justin Fields was the third best QB for the NFC as a rookie. He played phenomenal. Did Allen Robinson lead the league in receiving? No, George Kittle did. But he led the league in receiving for receivers. So he probably did win best receiver. What's the bracket looking around? Imagine we're the number 5 seed. We're the 6th seed. Okay. So we have the number 3 seeded Cowboys. Bucks got a bye. Chiefs got a bye. No surprises here. We have a really tough team in simulation and the Cowboys next. Like a really tough team. Coach, you're heading into your first playoff game. Play fast off and make brace career. Just play it cool. Like always. So, yeah, let's just jump into this wild card matchup. We're probably gonna lose here. I don't want to be the guy that like has no faith, but we're here against the Cowboys, who are OP, as what I've seen in simulation this year, and they're at home with momentum. It's not looking good, but we'll see what we can pull out. Let's see what we can pull out our hats. We did get a better record than them, though. So 7-0 for the Cowboys. 7-3. We need to score. 14-3. How do we not score there? We turned the ball over. We're getting absolutely smashed. We're getting absolutely smashed. I mean, we just got absolutely smashed. It wasn't even a competitive game. It would have been no fun winning it year number 1. We lose 44-10 in the wild card, though. Justin Fields did not perform. Like, the game wasn't even close. Cowboys just outdid us at every speck of the game. So, not great. Not a great way to go out. But I guess we'll just have to improve for year number 2. Okay, guys, we're back. Here in Super Bowl. Justin Fields has an upgrade. Does that mean he went up to Superstar? It is. Justin Fields already going up to Superstar Dev. Sweet. He probably got that for Offensive Rookie of the Year, I would imagine. Bengals are in the Super Bowl against someone. Did we get any other development trait upgrades besides Justin Fields? Why did they switch that? Were the specialists correct the whole time? Yeah? I mean, Jenkins was also just star dev, didn't go up. I don't think offensive lineman can go up. Oh wait, I almost missed that. Allen Robinson, after a year he had, going to Superstar X Factor. And we signed him when he was a little bit cheaper as a superstar. That's a win for us. He's got double mean. Perfect. His abilities are also good abilities, so that's great. Defensively, I mean, Khalil Mack's obviously not going to upgrade. He was already X Factor. Yeah, so no one else goes up, but still love to see those two go up. Who's in the Super Bowl? For curiosity, the Panthers. Panthers and Bengals. What a Super Bowl. And see, Panthers winning the Super Bowl. Yep, Justin Fields overall win the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Love to see that. Let's go ahead and re-sign some guys we may need to re-sign. Keem Higgs. I'm okay for bringing back for 1 more year. Not 2, though. He doesn't want to sign a 1-year contract. Darren Williams not coming back. Jimmy Graham's not coming back. Punter, if you don't take a base contract, I'm sorry. And we just lost connection to EA servers. Wow, EA. Terrific on your part. Okay, we are back into the franchise. Thank you for not crashing my game this time, Punter. Punter's wanting to come back. Corner, find better. Can find better. I feel like I could find better. Just in case you're only asking for a 1-year contract. I'm fine with it. I mean, I guess you're young. 2 years is not the worst thing. Fairly cheap. 67 overall. Mitchell Schwartz is absolutely being brought back. I mean, I'll let him sign whatever he wants. He's digressing hard, but 89 overall superstar. Lyman still very good. Clooney, even though he's now 27, he's going to come back for another 3 years. Give him lots of money. Clonely's coming back. Golden Tate, he digressed too. I'll re-sign him if I can't find anybody else I want. I think that's the play. I really don't want to bring anybody else back. So we'll go ahead and use our franchise tag on Akeem Higgs then. And let's head and see what's in free agency. So here in free agency, I'm not doing Chris Godwin. We went with him with the Cowboys, so that's just not happening. Justin Reed. Hello. Justin Reed, why won't you become a Jag and come play strong safety for me? I don't care. I'm going to pay you all the money in the world. Or I meant Chicago. I don't know why I said Jag. I'm thinking Jags franchise. But he'd be a very good strong safety for us. What receivers are here besides Chris Godwin? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, Tim Patrick, Auden Tate, maybe? Russell Gage? Honestly, I'm going to go after Russell Gage. He's 26, star dev, young, 77 overall. I don't see it as a bad signing. Just by interest, what quarterbacks are here? Andy Dalton, who we traded away, is now here. Taysom Hill, I don't know if he'll have any value, but he's got star dev. I don't think he will. Raheem Mostert may have value, but I know Nyheim Hines is going to have some value. Do I even want to keep Nyheim Hines as my number 2 back? Maybe not. Maybe we get like a Leonard Fournette for that role. Maybe trade him even. Fullback, we need one. Fullback, you guys are going to keep signing the same fullback every time. It's a dang fullback. Tight end, we need a backup. We have Kimmett. Njoku's so good though, but we got him last time. And I think I do want to stick with Kimmett as my starter. So we're going to go down the list here a little bit. I don't think it's a bad idea to bring in a guy like Dan Arnold to be a backup tight end. Left tackle, don't really need one. Left guard, he's getting older, but we just have a 27-year-old center. And we have a 25-year-old, 72 overall center here in free agency. I think you guys know we're going to go after this guy for a new starting center. Right guard, I'll just sign some like random backup. I guess we'll go Lucas Patrick. Right tackle. Left end. Again, maybe one of those random backup type things, like maybe BJ Hill. D tackle's kind of weak. So if we could bring some big guy, just like Jaron Reed. Definitely a Jaron Reed here. If we can't get a defensive tackle in draft. See if we can pick him up. Right in. Not really interested. Von Miller's in free agency here now as a superstar. I wonder, do we bring him on a 1-year contract over Robert Quinn? I'm considering it. And you know what? I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try bringing Von Miller in on a 1-year contract to come play right outside linebacker. Holy, how much are some teams paying him? This is already 21 mil. They're probably offering him a 2-year contract, but I'm still in 4th. How much do I have to go up here on Von Miller? He may not even take my contract. I mean, I'm ahead. Here, we'll go 2-year, and we'll bump down the money significantly. Didn't want to really sign Von Miller to a 2-year since he's going to digress really bad. But I think that's what it's going to take to compete with some of these other teams who are probably offering him 2 years. I want Alex Anzalone. Especially if we're going to stick in a 3-4 and not move to a 4-3. I want Alex Anzalone. We got Maddox last time. Oh, Trufa. I didn't even see him go into free agency. Did he retire? He couldn't have. He's 28. There he is. I didn't see him for some reason. Who decide? You know what? I want Mike Huggins. I want Mike Huggins on a 4-year deal. Free safety, we're already going after someone. Do we just pick up a random backup here? Like this guy, random backup. He's just gonna be a backup to Justin Reed. Kicker, we don't have one. And Youngway Koo's here, but I think I'm actually gonna go with Roger Blankenship. Or Blankenship. However you say this guy's name. Just give him a random like 7-year contract worth like no money, where it's not even like worthwhile for him. But no one else is gonna offer him, so he's gonna take it. J.K. Scott, same move. All right, we'll see who we get here from that. I really want Von Miller for like at 1 year, him and Khalil Mack combo. We got Von Miller. Okay, I want Justin Reed. That's the most important one right now. He accepts as well. Yes. Love to see it. So if it hasn't moved him already, I'm going to move Von Miller to right outside linebacker. And it hasn't. So Von Miller is going to go play right outside linebacker. So we're going to have him and Khalil Mack on the outside. I think this is going to be very deadly for 1 year combo punch. I mean, defense is already a whole lot better with Von Miller introduced. He moved down to superstar dev, but why is your X factor not activating, sir? Is he gonna activate now? I don't know why it's not activating, but yes, Reed is gonna play strong safety. And I'm gonna switch his position so it doesn't switch him. He's playing down in morale since he just came from the Texans. But don't think we'll have to worry about that too much. Do I play you over Conley? Maybe. I'll see. We'll see how the draft goes. Oh, we didn't get the kicker? Or is he not wanting to sign with us? He's just stagnant. We'll give him a little bit more money. Bump it down to 5 years. We'll see if he'll sign that. But first of all, there are some trades gonna make, so I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, interesting trade. Naheem Hines, Drew Lock, and a second round pick. I think it was ours. So we're keeping the Broncos second, trading ours for the Packers first round pick. They have a late first round pick, but it's really the best I could get. I was hoping Drew Lock was gonna have a lot more interest in what he did. Like, a lot of teams had green interest in him. He just didn't bump the value as much as I would hope to like from a young QB, no matter if he's normal dev, low overall or not. But guys, this is the end of part 1. I hope you liked the video. Please smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on notifications, and be back for Bears Rebuild part 2.